You know that moment when you get the ick? Like, it definitely happens in dating and it definitely happens in online courses. You buy a course, you log in all excited, and within 30 seconds, you're wondering if you made a mistake. And if you've seen the Netflix series Nobody Wants This, you know exactly what I'm talking about. In this series, Joanne, the lead character, she gets the ick. And once it's there, despite Noah being the perfect guy for her, it's almost game over. And that's exactly what happens in online courses too. One weird welcome email, a janky portal experience, and your student is mentally halfway out the door, even though you're probably the perfect person to help them. So today I'm sharing the top 3 Course Icks that have your students question their purpose and disappear fast, and what to do instead. Let's get it. Okay, picture this. You just joined a course, you're excited, maybe even a little proud of yourself for finally investing in this area of your life or your business, and the first thing you hear is a pitch for something else. I'm not talking about the upsells in the checkout funnel. I'm talking about the experience after the checkout. So the welcome video, the thank you page, or that hey bestie follow-up email. If they just bought something from you, then they know what's on offer. You don't need to remind them what you have for sale. And it's even worse when it's packaged as a celebration. Like, congratulations for joining. And then immediately, here's how you can pay me more money. Like, that's not support. That's gross. It gives me the ick. Okay? Ugh. Here's what to do instead. Actually celebrate them. Like, genuinely, sincerely celebrate them for making this decision, which for many of your students might be harder than you realized. And then give them a clear win before you introduce them to what's next. Earn the right to tell them about the other ways that you can support them, which would involve them getting out their credit card another time. Because I totally believe in upsells. In fact, we call them moneymakers around here. But there's a way to do it in alignment with the client journey. Let's talk about how to do it. First, you're going to list out all the offers you could lead your students toward. Then, you're going to determine when in the program to mention them that makes sense based on where they are in the program. And finally, consider how you can do that, how you can mention these other offers in a way that feels natural and supportive for the students. So, for example, in my program, Course Complete, we have a VIP tech upsell where the team, the agency, takes care of building out the online portal and onboarding system. It's in the funnel, meaning you can buy the VIP upsell when you buy Course Complete. It's in the checkout funnel, but I don't bring it up again until we're in the tech section of the program. Because in the tech section of the program, they're at a point where this new problem is uncovered, which is the tech. And maybe when they first bought, they didn't realize how much of a challenge it was going to be for them. And so this other offer can help them solve the problem faster than what's included in the main program. We absolutely help them learn how to build their own tech in Course Complete. But if they want to outsource it and get it done faster, that's why the VIP upsell is there. So don't pitch your students straight out the gate like a bro marketer screaming, buy my shit. Though, to be fair to the bro marketers, the worst case I saw of this was a spirituality program taught by a woman. Moving on. Ick number 2, the Confused Clickathon. You log into a course, you buy a course, you're stoked, you're excited, you log in, and it's complete chaos. Like, your excitement quickly becomes anxiety because there's no clear dashboard, there's no welcome tour. There might be a random bonus here, a module over there, but you don't know where to start. There's no obvious flow or order. And you're sitting there like, where's the thing that I bought? Confusion is like the ultimate momentum killer. And if your student has to go hunting and pecking, clicking and dicking around, as my husband calls it, then they'll get frustrated, or worse, like they're just going to leave. So here's what to do instead. You want to make your onboarding slick AF. Give them a walkthrough, give them a roadmap, give them a checklist. Like, clarity is key. And then anchor that in an experience so that they know how to win. To simplify it for you, here's 3 questions you need to answer for your students. 1, where do all the offer inclusions live? If there's content, how do they find it? If there are live calls, how do they RSVP? If there are bonuses, where are they? Where's all the shit they bought? Number 2, if there are any offer inclusions that are not available yet, tell them why and when it will be available. I get that sometimes all of our bonuses don't drop at the jump of the program. That's fine. Just let them know when it's coming and where it'll be. And number 3, how do you navigate the platform? Like literally, what do you click? Where do you find stuff? Do a walkthrough video. It's so simple. It'll take you 5 minutes. And while your students, yes, will love you for it, so will your support team, because they're not going to be inundated with questions that could have been addressed in a very easy video. And ick number 3, the bait and switch bonus. Okay, so this one might be the worst. You buy a course because of something on the sales page that's super compelling. Okay, like a toolkit, a process, or a call with the creator, whatever. And then once you're inside, it's either missing, label as a bonus, or worse, actually an upsell. Cue betrayal. That's a massive trust break. And once it happens, it's nearly impossible to recover. And believe me, I've seen well-intentioned people not realize this is what is seriously breaking trust with their audience. So even if you don't think that's you, listen to the next 90 seconds just to double check that box. Here's what you do instead. On the sales page, you have elements of your main offer that are the main thing, right? It's the curriculum, the coaching calls, etc. And then there are bonuses. And bonuses usually either create convenience or battle objections. And they show up on the sales page after you see the price. This is psychologically sound. If I am scrolling your sales page, I should see offer inclusions. Oh, curriculum, modules, group calls, awesome, investment, price, bonuses. If you call something a main thing on the sales page, that means above the price, it had better be a main thing in the program. Make sure what you promise as core shows up as core. If you promise something as core and it shows up as a bonus, there is a mismatch between the messaging and the marketing and the program itself. People are going to be very unhappy about it. If there's one thing that will cause mutiny in your community, especially if you're a well-intentioned, heart-led leader, it's when students realize that what they thought was the main thing is suddenly labeled as a bonus or not important. For instance, one program I've been a student in labeled one process as a part of the main thing. There were before and after pictures associated with the main thing, like the whole 9 yards. It was positioned as like a major part of the results that you get from this program. But once we got into the program, it was labeled as a bonus. It was taught as extra. It was delivered at the very end of the program and really, really late after the rest of the program. Like it came all the way at the end and then some. So when I say a community will mutiny over this, I'm not being hyperbolic. In that situation specifically, there were multiple posts requesting it, asking why it's not together, stating that it was kind of a big deal in the sales page. Why is it not available? And eventually, a group of people inside of the community pulled together to group email the expert, subject line, what the fuck? Like, so make sure that your sales page positioning is in alignment with your product, my friend. Here's the thing. None of these icks are that hard to fix. But if you don't, they will silently destroy your reputation, your referrals, and the overall vibe of your program. Your students aren't going to want to buy more of your shit if you're doing this stuff. And when you remove these icks, you're not just avoiding bad vibes, you're creating a course that students actually finish, that they rave about, and that they recommend. And that's what we do inside of our course audits and done for you builds. We tighten every part of the student experience so it aligns with your promise and sets you up for repeatable success. So now I want to hear from you. What's your biggest course ick? Please drop them in a comment. I'm kind of dying to know the worst ones that you've seen or experienced. And if you want a quick fix for avoiding course icks before they happen, grab my free Course Creators Toolkit. It's packed with tools, templates to help you design a smooth, binge-worthy student experience from the start. And if you already have a program, but you're worried there might be some hidden icks costing you sales, retention, or referrals, book a program audit with us. It's practical, tactical, and immediately implementable. So you'll know exactly what to tweak for maximum impact. Let's build programs people actually want to finish. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.